Pop culture has conditioned us to expect societal collapse as a sudden, loud, and explosive descent into anarchy. We picture immediate combat and a total breakdown of order from the very first minute. Disaster studies document a different reality. A real collapse follows a quiet, recognizable sequence of mechanical and human system failures. Flawed assumptions lead to dangerous planning. Most people rely on the standard 72-hour preparedness rule, a timeframe that fails to account for the actual speed of a systemic crisis. This report, The First 24 Hours of Collapse, synthesizes evidence from historic power outages and human behavior studies to sketch what actually happens in a grid-down scenario. Misunderstanding this timeline is deadly. It leaves people trapped in psychological denial, causing them to squander the only critical window they have to secure their survival. At hour zero, the electrical grid fails. A cyberattack or natural disaster instantly kills the power, shuts down Wi-Fi, and overloads local cell towers. Sociological studies of survivors describe a disorientation phase. During the first 6 hours, victims suffer from shock and struggle to orient themselves, blindly continuing regular activities, expecting power to return shortly. Between hour 6 and 12, the loss of reliable news creates an information vacuum. Rumors spread rapidly as phones work only intermittently, adding to the growing confusion. Cascading failures hit the economy. ATMs stop dispensing cash and credit card terminals cease functioning. As residents realize the outage may be prolonged, panic buying fills stores. Simultaneously, the streets descend into gridlock. Traffic lights fail, and because gas pumps require electricity, fuel supplies dwindle. Society's absolute dependence on interconnected electricity creates a paralyzing friction. This systemic freeze is the primary threat during the first 12 hours. Moving into the second half of the day, hidden dependencies of modern life begin to buckle. Biological threats emerge first. Refrigerated foods start warming, causing the immediate risk of total food spoilage. The most critical failure occurs in the pipes. Municipal water pumps rely on electricity. As pressure drops, residents lose access to tap water. Public safety systems face exponential demand. Fire departments and EMS are overwhelmed, causing response times to lengthen as anxiety peaks. By nightfall, families reach a critical decision point. Without clear information, they must choose whether to stay put or attempt to evacuate in the dark with limited fuel and congested roads. By the 24-hour mark, the crisis has transformed. Those who waited too long in the denial phase are now physically trapped by failing life support systems. By day 2, the just-in-time inventory model results in empty shelves across the region. Deliveries stop entirely, and the supply chain collapses. Preparedness experts warn that the 72-hour survival kit is a myth. Long-term systemic outages require a minimum of 2 weeks of supplies to navigate the collapse of local infrastructure. Success in this timeline requires early, proactive planning. Swift action allows a household to bypass the initial cycle of reactive panic. Acknowledge reality quickly and beat the denial phase. Secure water by filling bathtubs before municipal pressure drops. Gather intelligence via battery-powered radios and limit unnecessary travel. Finally, activate community networks. Sharing resources reduces panic and builds trust to survive the coming weeks. Understanding the anatomy of a collapse allows you to move from reactive panic to proactive adaptation. It ensures you are ready to act when the grid finally fails.